At Cotton+Steel, we value thoughtful design. Our goal is to create beautiful fabrics that inspire you to make creations of your own. We didn't think it should be any different for our new line for Sulky Thread. It's high-quality cotton in 100 vibrant colors, in an all-purpose weight, perfect for just about any project, and its story is in the details. I'm Melody Miller, creative director and founding designer of Cotton+Steel, and I'm taking you with me as I trace the manufacturing path of our new Sulky Thread line and meet some of its makers along the way. Our story starts in a small town near the mountains just outside of Milan in northern Italy. I flew over with Jason Prater, president of Sulky Threads, to check out the first stop our thread makes after it comes out of Egypt. Cotton+Steel thread is made from 100% Egyptian-grown Giza cotton. This type of Egyptian cotton is world-renowned for its super long staple length, which means that the fibers are long, silky, lustrous, and bright. The cotton fibers are cleaned, combed, and spun into simple, high-quality yarns in Egypt. After spinning, the cotton yarns are sent to this factory in northern Italy for twisting into our 50-weight thread. Twisting is what holds the thread together and prevents it from unraveling. Cotton+Steel thread is 2-ply, meaning 2 individual yarns are twisted together to create a single strand. The twist has to be tight enough to keep the strands together, but not so tight that it creates tangles and knots. After twisting, our thread even goes into a pressurized steamer to relax it, so it hangs loose and doesn't tangle. After twisting, the thread is sent to a nearby gassing facility. Here, the outside surface of the thread is burned to remove lint and impurities. This makes it softer and more consistent. Then the thread is wound into 1-kilo bundles called hanks that are ready to be sent across town to the dye house. At the dye house, the first step is mercerization. This process swells the fiber so that it absorbs more vibrant color, in addition to making the thread stronger and more lustrous. During mercerization, the hanks are looped between 2 metal rollers, pulled tightly, and put through a special wash. The tension created by pulling the thread makes the staples parallel, so they are straight and strong. After mercerizing, the hanks are washed and put into a dye machine for 8 hours. Sulky dye recipes are painstakingly recorded and managed to ensure consistent colors year after year, and every single batch of thread is compared to the master version to be sure that the color is the same. When the batch is approved, the thread goes through a final process that sets the color. Once the dye is set and the thread is dried, there's a final color check. 1 hank is removed from the batch and used to knit a sock in a special machine. The sock makes it easy to see if there are any color inconsistencies. Finally, the hanks are wound onto giant cones and packed up to be shipped to the next stop on their journey, a small town in western Germany called Stockstadt. At Sulky's winding facility in Stockstadt, our thread becomes what you see when you're shopping in a store. There are machines that measure out precise yardages of thread and wind them onto spools. There's a tiny sponge inside the winding machine that adds a finish coat on every inch of thread as it's wound. The spools are labeled and boxed, and finally, when they're all finished, the thread is packed up to be sent all around the planet. Every object tells a story of origins, of raw materials, of hours and miles, and lots of effort. It also tells the story of the people who made it. Our thread passes through multiple continents and many skilled hands before finding its way into your projects, and that's where you take over. We think that every aspect of your sewing process should reflect your creativity, cheer up your workspace, and excite you, because from the fabric you sew with to the thread that you use, we want you to work with inspiring, beautiful things.